Wondolowski. Don't want to ask you too much. I'm sure you've studied, but obviously a potent offensive player along with a decent midfield. How does one prepare for that?
Limit their chances. I think one of the things that Wondo does exceptionally well is he's extremely active, but he knows how to fly under the radar and all of a sudden pop up in the right spot. I think he has that striker's nose, if you will, to just kind of get a feel for where the rebound or the deflection may go, and they'll just clean it up. So I think we need to be aware of where he's at all times. With that being said, I think we're going to focus on our game. We played a good game at home against Atlanta, who were our solid side. So I think that gave us some confidence, even though it wasn't the 3 points we were looking for. But take some of that confidence in a possession-based game that we want to play down to San Jose, and create some possession. Maybe put some pressure on them with prolonged possession, and sneak in a goal there.
How would you assess the team's progression since the start of the year, given all the defenders that have been in and out in various positions?
I think we've done well. I've said it numerous times that I think throughout the years that I've been here, one of the strengths that we've had, especially defensively, is our depth. And it's nice to see that early on in the season, because it's going to go a long way later on, because it's a long and grueling season where guys will get injured. There will be national team call-ups, things like that. Who knows what will happen, but we can take comfort in the fact that we have guys who can step in, and there won't be any drop off in quality. It's also good to finally get a shutout. We won that game against New York pretty handedly, but we would have wanted a shutout. Now we got one that's good for our confidence, and we just got to keep going, keep building, keep trying to get better on this pitch.
Does getting the first clean sheet this season last weekend, does that really carry over, for confidence reasons, into the week, into training? Does it boost the level of training for you?
Does it boost the level of training? No, the level is always extremely high. There's always we're always trying to get better. I think it's really nice because we finally reward that hard work that we put in throughout the week and throughout the last game against Atlanta. It's put in a really solid shift, and it sucks when you then give up a silly goal. So I think we've rewarded that hard work, and if you keep rewarding yourself for hard work, then hard work comes easier, right? You're going to be happy to show up here and knowing that you can reap rewards from it. So that's what we need to do. I think I said to the guys after the game, if we play like we did against Atlanta, that kind of possession, that kind of pressure mounting on a defense, we'll be fine. We'll have a good season. The goals will come. I'm not too worried about it. We have enough quality up there. Just keep plucking away and building and trying to get better.
So getting back to the clean sheet, it takes a lot of different things, right? Concentration, hard work, like you're saying, good marking. What other things go into that clean sheet? Because it's not easy and it's a rarity for teams to.
Yeah, every game has develops in its own beast. So Atlanta was, I think, as defenders, you have to be very, very careful when all of a sudden you're now mounting 10-15 minutes of pressure on an opponent, and they're bending but not breaking. You have to be very careful because they might cheat, have one guy up top, or we get too comfortable up top and create an easy turnover, and all of a sudden they're coming down our throat. So you just have to be switched on. It's mentally more of a mental game where you. I think field players are kind of getting a glimpse of the goalkeeper world where, we didn't score unfortunately, but that makes these next couple decisions I make even more important. There's no room for error there.
And does that start with you, or at where you're at in terms of when players are moving up the field and you got to bring them back a little bit?
Absolutely, communication is key. Communication is difficult in a raucous environment like CenturyLink Field. So. It's communication here on the training field where we can hear each other, where we work on transition, offense to defense, defense to offense. You're trying to get these things ingrained in your brain so that when the ball gets turned over, even if I'm screaming on top of my lungs and nobody can hear me, because we're in a stadium, they know, okay, I got to work back, I got to come back. Transition, I think. Soccer is a game of transitions these days, where a lot of teams are hoping for turnovers and trying to capitalize. So we're trying to do that. At the same time, we want to make sure we're very prepared when we do turn over the ball, so that opponents can't sneak in a goal.